Today on the podcast, we're talking about 8-hour planks, Xbox Series X, and doing a blindfolded energy drink taste test in the most hardcore episode of Dude Soup ever.
That's not the intro you said you were going to do. That's not the intro you said you were going to do.
The intro I was going to say, did you know that the mom and dad of Little People Big World are divorced? Mm-hmm. That's what we won't be talking about today on Dude Soup.
That was a good intro.
That's huge news. No, this is good. This is like when you see the movie and then they show the deleted scene right afterwards and then the movie continues.
Mm-hmm. You go, why wasn't that in the movie?
But
it was a good one.
Yeah. That was a good scene.
That's odd.
That must have been a cut for time.
Anyway.
Well, this episode and deleted scenes are brought to us by our sponsors, Stitch Fix and Hims. We'll hear more from them later in the show.
Don't say that.
That was
like
James's
that.
thing that he used to do.
I used to do that for open house, and I don't do it anymore. And now she does it. Mm-hmm. But it's more of like it has a mocking. No, it has a mocking.
Is there a torch
she
between
does
a married couple? Anyway.
Well, I want to welcome James and Adam. You guys are old news. What we're excited about today is our friend Jeremy Dooley from Achievement Hunter.
Hey, hi guys.
First time on Dude Soup,
finally
right?
here.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
How's it feel?
We talked about it. It's like a futuristic diner or something.
Is it weird how the seats go past 90 degrees?
It's interesting.
It's
yeah,
like
no
leaning you forward.
Our set is to us as the Austin Airport is to the Rooster Teeth podcast. It's the thing we complain about.
Well, you guys know how you have like a functional bar in your set?
We do, yeah. We have like a tap.
That's
all
all I have to say.
It's
so cool.
just a point worth making.
And doesn't the table have like special memories or something embedded in it? Or you guys?
They have little pieces from the office put in there.
Wow.
We have shapes.
Just the attention
boomerangs.
to detail.
Or a bean, perhaps, if you...
It's like Rocco's shirt from Rocco's Modern Craft.
Thank you for noticing. That was...
It's a reference to our favorite cartoons.
It's also not quite futuristic enough where it's that scene from episode 2 where the guy goes, Obi-Wan, how's it going? And you're like, why is he talking to that guy?
Well, we specifically
diner?
we asked you to come out, so thank you so much for coming. You're recording a bunch of stuff with us, which we recorded a video this morning. That was
funny.
That was
pretty
really
hardcore.
rad.
That's good.
Most people know you from Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
But what else makes you tick? What makes Jeremy passionate?
What makes Jeremy Jeremy?
The books, the rap
musician,
songs.
author.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, authored 2 books. I've written...
How many times have you done the Tough Mudder?
The Tough Mudder?
Yeah, the Tough Mudder.
CrossFit.
It's not CrossFit, but the obstacle course where you're running in the mud. The Tough Mudder.
Oh!
How many? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what he's done.
God.
It's called an interview, Adam.
Oh, no, that's fine. I thought that was related to his writing.
No.
I did do an obstacle course through the mud. It was part of the Spartan race.
There it is.
Yeah,
race,
you're
that
right.
counts.
I'm learning all sorts of
Yeah,
things.
you're right. You nailed that one.
Boxers are briefs. Tell me.
Oh, you know, I gotta be. I'm a boxers guy. I am. I should have been. I feel like I should be a briefs guy. But no, you know what it is?
It's because you're from Boston, so you can say boxers.
No, it's boxes. Boxes. They always like briefs and stuff like that. Always like, you know, they hold you tightly, and then it just accentuates my gut a little more.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like, when I wear boxers, I'm like, hey, you're looking pretty good today. Just because stuff isn't held in where it should be.
You're in great shape.
Yeah, you're looking good.
Thank you.
Did you ever do gymnastics?
I did do gymnastics.
You have a gymnast body.
Oh, did you actually not know that I did gymnastics?
No, I did not know that.
Oh.
I tried doing it, and then someone told me, they're like, you've got weird legs.
Yeah.
Stop trying.
It was Zach Anner.
You
He
can
said,
tell a
no.
gymnast because their center of gravity is like right about there, like center of the neck.
Gotcha.
There. Like,
Everything
it's like
spins
the head.
around that.
You know those birds that would bounce on the end of your finger and the wings out? That's a gymnast. Yeah.
Gotcha. And you go,
Just
Mom,
like
buy
that.
this for me. She goes, no, stupid.
Yeah.
So does
Okay.
does the gymnastics still come into play in your life at all?
It comes into play
Did that
in
backflip.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I do a lot of stuff like that, and I feel comfortable jumping around in Achievement Hunter a lot, and like, you know, like honestly, I do. We did a video recently with like we had a big ladder in the room. Of course, we're playing what's that bomb game? The keep talking, you know, it explodes.
Yeah.
But we had the papers up on the wall, so we had to move the ladder and climb up to see the different
great.
things, and like so stuff like that, jumping around, jumping off of that, and doing whatever I feel comfortable doing that.
I did a handstand against a studio flat and twerked.
Nice.
The other day. Well, twerked. But then
Silver
everyone
medal,
else,
at least.
everyone else did it as well, so it wasn't really
Oh.
anything to be.
It was something. It was still something.
You paved the road.
The energy on that shoot
women.
was low, and then she did a handstand and twerked, and then it skyrocketed.
Through the
Everyone
roof.
said, "This is it."
That's all it
awake.
takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have written 2 books.
Yep.
You rap and record music.
Mhm.
Do you sing?
Yeah, I'm the singer in I'm in a band called 1551, and we had an album come out last year.
That's
and I'm
actually
the singer
why
in
we
that.
have you on to promote that.
Oh yeah.
What kind of?
rad.
Because I know you've done the rapping,
Yep.
as the kids do.
As the kids do.
What kind of music do you do with your band?
It's 2000s rock music.
Yeah.
It's 100% what it is.
Oh, butterfly, sugar, sugar.
It is totally
Bring it back.
emulating like Linkin Park and Breaking Benjamin and
Well,
Three
maybe
Days
we
Grace
should
and stuff
start
like that.
talking about that then. Because I was going to save that for later in the show, but this
Oh.
feels like the natural
Imagine being
progression.
in a band and only having to use one pedal. It's you got all the pedals, but you only need the one overdriven guitar.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the one thing. But you need the one song on the album with the piano,
Oh yeah,
right?
Oh, yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
have that
Let's
in
bring it
there.
down.
And then, but the chorus is still.
yeah.
Well, so the 2 bands that come to mind for me are Linkin Park and 311, where there's the 2 singers. So it'd be like Chester doing thing, and then be like, and now your turn to talk. And then Mike Shinoda goes, hey, what's up? I'm here. I'm doing the rap thing. But for like your band, you're the
I
only
do
singer?
both.
Oh, oh my
Nice.
Yeah.
God.
Wow.
I was going to say, yeah, are you more of a rapper? Are you a singer?
I do both sides of that.
Oh my God.
Of that coin.
Because I think S.A. Martinez is still in 311, but Nick Hexum has sort of become really it for 311. But I always wonder if he's just like, they just kind of keep S.A. around in the back like he's like a hype man now.
What are you
much.
talking about?
Music.
This is music.
I don't know many bands with 2 singers. That's kind of rare.
The Beatles.
Current day bands, and by current I mean
Aerosmith.
2003 moving forward to
Well,
2005.
You say Aerosmith?
Yeah, because sometimes Joe Perry, didn't Joe Perry sing like...
Maybe when someone steps on his foot.
We had a band come by and record videos with us a little while ago called Sylar. And it was like
From
SYLAR.
Heroes, yes.
They sound very Linkin Park-ish, and they do
Good.
the same thing. They have the two singers. They have the one that like does the
Yeah.
singing and one that does the rapping.
Okay.
Until they kicked him out for drug use, Bare Naked Ladies. Sometimes the one guy
All right.
would sing, Steven I think his name was, and then sometimes
Yes.
Ed would sing.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Like Steven sang, broke into the old apartment,
Uh-huh.
and then Ed sang Pinch Me.
You're just saying names.
The one time we
Maybe-
saw Smash Mouth, it was just what's his face?
Smash.
Yeah.
And the drummer.
Mouth.
And so, but it wasn't, they were just singing to a backing track.
Right.
So they both did participate.
Jeremy.
Did he have sunglasses on inside? Because he did at the
Think
show.
so, but I can't remember. I can't remember if they were on backwards.
What a way to out yourself.
I mean, you got to play with Smash Mouth.
Well, I mean,
I'm sorry. You had to play a show with Smash Mouth.
well, we saw Smash Mouth. Well, we went to a show to see Smash Mouth, and it was Smash Mouth. Oh man.
Hey,
This
wait,
is-
when you get free tickets to a show, you're gonna take them.
Yeah, yeah. And this was like 2010. It wasn't like super long ago, really. In the grand scheme of
Decade.
That's a decade.
in the grand scheme of Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
When was the last film in the Shrek franchise? When was Shrek Ever After? Was that
look it up.
before
Did
or after
they do a
2010?
song for Puss in Boots?
Shrek River
Ooh, that's a
After
good question.
don't
came
think
out
so.
in 2010.
So still
Okay.
within the Shrek timeline.
I was in the Shrek universe.
All right.
But there was, Smash Mouth with Sugar Ray was before them.
Okay.
Vertical Horizon was there.
What?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm there for.
Okay. Not the Sugar Ray.
Oh.
we went to a. I mean,
Remember?
No.
Except to play it, to play it at just one strum, and then the echo doesn't really.
We went to a Smashing Pumpkins show last
nice.
year where Mark McGrath.
You were
from-
there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing where it's like, oh, cool, we're here for a Smashing Pumpkins show. Opens with Metric, a Canadian band that was heavily featured in Scott
Which
Pilgrim
is
Saves the World.
like for me, my high school obsession. Like one of them was Metric. So like.
Yeah.
Well, we were also just walking up to the show.
I didn't know Metric
and
was
they
even
weren't promoted
'Cause
at all.
I've seen them play in Toronto,
But
15
we're
years
like,
ago.
you know how sometimes as you're walking in, they like play music or whatever.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, that's cool that they're playing Metric. And then we got closer, like, they're on stage playing their own music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then.
But I love Smashing
But then,
Pumpkins.
they're like, hey, we're open Smash Mouth. Thanks for coming out. We got some merch. Like, oh, cool. And then all of a sudden the TV comes on. It's Mark McGrath dressed as a circus lion tamer type. He goes, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Mark McGrath. And the Smashing Pumpkins are going, like, what the fuck is
so
going
weird.
on? I was just like, in the weird future we're in.
But now all these bands are like teaming up to make like
To stay relevant.
yeah. So like Goo Goo Dolls and Lifehouse are on tour together
That's a
this
great
year.
show.
There it
That's
is.
a good show.
Is it?
I bet it is. I've seen 50% of that already. So imagine
How many of
closing
those
it out.
100.
band members are the original ones, though?
Oh, no, you think the members of Lifehouse went on to do bigger, better
Yeah.
things?
I think
like, got a
Goo Goo
doctorate?
Dolls are all the same.
I
would
wouldn't know.
wager.
I wouldn't know.
bet
Probably
they're
said,
the
hey,
same.
that Lifehouse thing worked out.
I just-
Yeah, let's do it again.
I just found out Smash Mouth is only at 50% capacity.
No, I think they are at 100% capacity.
I thought it was just the two guys, and then they put out
Yeah,
a
but-
Craigslist ad when they're like,
No,
hey,
I-
can you like hit things that sound like drums?
I think
don't
it's
know.
just depending on how much you're willing to pay. If you want to pay for full Smash Mouth, then that's gonna cost you more. But they'll also send just a couple dudes out to go and
Smash will hit
represent
up a birthday
Smash
party.
Mouth.
And,
I imagine they would.
The thing I love that happens is when like a member decides to leave a band or has an addiction or something and can't, really deal with the lifestyle and leaves the band or something. And then that band will replace them and that replacement member will become really trustworthy, really good. But then that member that left decides they want
You
back
talking
in.
about Red Hot Chili
Red Hot Chili
Peppers?
Well, and Smashing Pumpkins too. Like Smashing Pumpkins, Jimmy Chamberlain, he was doing drugs, and then they had a keyboardist that like OD'd doing drugs with him, so they kicked Jimmy Chamberlain out of the band. Years later, back in. But John Frusciante, in Red Hot Chili Peppers, he like left and then decides he wants
Like,
to
I'll come back, and the guy's like, but I learned all the songs.
Yeah.
I just learned all the songs.
Oh,
They're like,
jeez.
They're like, sorry, man.
Is that the
John
guy who
wants
looks?
to come back.
That's the guy who looks like Will Ferrell.
no,
He kind of looks
that's
like
the drummer.
That's Chad.
in Dr. Teeth, the Muppets band. There's that one guy that like has
Okay.
a hat and he plays the
Yes.
saxophone.
Okay.
So John Frusciante always reminds me.
What's
of that
your
dude.
favorite spin-off band?
Plus
I know
44, Boxcar Racer, and Blink 182.
A band that was known for something that then someone left and they're like, I'm going to form my own band, you'll see.
Audio Slave? Well, not my. I mean, I have to think about it, but Audio Slave.
Okay.
Is that the
going.
remnants of
That
Rage?
was what's his face? Chris
Chris
Cornell.
Cornell. I was gonna say Chris Parnell. Chris Cornell.
Who's your
Audio
right?
Slave.
Because you have art.
I have one, and I'm curious
Who is
if
it?
this seems like it's right up Jeremy's
see,
alley
so-
because
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
6 a.m.
I was going to say 6
What is-
a.m. That's what I was going to say.
What is
6
what is 6 a.m.?
Mickey
Mickey
6
6.
Oh
from
no!
6 a.m.
Yeah.
But it is exactly that kind of music.
I love
Okay.
6 a.m.
What was Scott Weiland's band
Oh, what he formed after
Stone Temple Pilots? It wasn't
STP.
I don't know.
Velvet Revolver, right?
Well, that
Oh, was it Velvet Revolver?
there was Perfect Circle, which was the super band.
That's
They're
the-
like,
yeah,
it's
that-
we got one member from a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So it's
Here they are.
Yeah,
the
Perfect Circle's
Circle.
like Tool 2.0.
I don't
That was
remember
like,
who's
but
in
I've
that.
never been a Tool fan or a Perfect Circle fan, but I know people who love it. Love it. So
Yeah.
I'm like, good
Oh,
for
yeah.
them.
Yeah, Velvet Revolver was Slash from
Yep.
Guns N' Roses.
Yep.
Duff
Super band.
McKagan, Matt
course.
Sorum, Dave Kushner of
Are these
Wasted Youth,
wizards? Like,
Scott
It's just an
Weiland.
amalgamation of
Okay.
different people.
not my favorite, but one that I'm a big fan of is Foo Fighters.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Which is
I guess
from
technically.
from the ashes of Nirvana. It's like he's just the drummer and he looks like a woman, and it's like, and next thing you know, Dave Navarro is like Dave Grohl is like this insanely talented artist,
It's
Like-
it's crazy.
and has a great sense of humor about it all.
I am maybe like the only person that really did like the Zwan album because I was a big Smashing Pumpkins fan, and
Oh.
then Billy Corgan and Jimmy Chamberlain did Zwan, which was like that trippy psychedelic.
I remember
Kind of,
Swan.
they did like one
Stop
album,
saying Zwan.
and people,
what it is.
everybody made fun of Zwan, and I was like,
that-
I kind of like this.
Is that
Zwan album.
around the time Billy Corgan was like on the cover of like Cats Monthly or something?
Yeah.
And he's just like
Conservative Cats Monthly or whatever.
he's just his big gut, and then he's wearing a turtleneck, like trying to.
Because he basically dresses like Bram Stoker's Dracula at the beginning. Only things that go up to his collar and like things that hang off his sleeves.
God.
It was at the drive-in, and then they formed. What was the
Mars Volta
Mars Volta? That's what it was.
and
yeah.
Sparta, but Sparta sucked. Mars Volta is actually a really good band.
Okay, Sparta. Yeah, Sparta.
That's fine.
Jeremy,
Those
do
good
you
names.
have you like, done any self-reflection and thought about why you like this genre of music? And I'm not knocking it because I listen.
No, but
I
it's
still
fair to
listen
knock
to.
it. I don't know. I just started listening to it, and my parents listened to it growing up, like on the way to church. We'd have on like
Godsmack.
Three Doors Down
Yeah.
and like Linkin Park. My mom loved Linkin Park.
Three Doors
and-
Down.
Oh yeah, Three Doors Down constantly, and
My mom loved Matchbox 20.
That's
a little
right,
softer,
yeah.
but
like Third Eye Blind and
yeah.
and stuff like that. And like we'd always listen to that. And then when I grew up, I was like, well, my sister started listening to Spice Girls and Backstreet Boys, and that was her whole thing. And I just stuck with that music that I knew. And then I just never like discovered new music. I just like it's a big deal for me if I put new music on my playlist.
You hit thumbs down a lot on Pandora. You're like, no.
Well, I thumbs up a lot, but I'm like, I've heard that
You're
one.
like-
Right.
I like that.
We like
Four
the-
Doors Down. I'll check them out.
the
That is not
genre.
a thing.
No, I see.
I think that, I mean, it could have something to do with the fact that the genre at the time was during a huge boom
Yeah.
in music. Like you were able to have a MySpace page and promote your band and like
yeah.
do all and like downloads and stuff. Like we're just so it was like the first boom of putting music out there was when that genre was kind of like taking off. So there's probably a lot of it. So
There's a
it's like an
ton of it.
ocean.
Yeah.
Like you were like, oh, I'm gonna hang out in this pond, and the pond became an ocean. You're like, oh well, to swim back to shore was gonna take.
That was
forever.
the first time I remember a friend of mine was like, he put on this album. I was like, what is that? He's like, it's Finch. And I'm like, what's Finch? He's like, they put out pre-orders on their website. I'm like, what's a website?
Well, what are you talking
It was this whole thing, and it's Finch, which is like, crybaby music. It's like dashboard confessional
emo
stuff.
music?
Yeah, it's very much that, but it was like, okay, I can see. But that was the first time I remember anyone was like, oh, I found it on their website. And I'm like, oh, people are selling music online. Interesting. You don't just go to the Blockbuster Music and say, I'd like to listen to this, please. And they put it in a
What
CD
are you
player.
handing them? What is this?
And it's nerve-wracking, not nerve-wracking, but like when people find out like the music I listen to, or if they just looked at the playlist, you'd be like, this guy's depressed. Because all the music from that time period is just about like, no one gets me, and I hit like that's like all the basis
there's
of
a
it.
needle
What was
in
Papa
my
Roach
throat.
trying to say?
It was this. It's the same. It's weird because it seemed like the genre got out of it. Like it is also super depressing, but then
Yeah.
it kind of like it was like whatever. But then country music is the equivalent of that, where no matter how you just made $250 million last year on your last tour. What's your song about? He's like, a bear, my porch, and my broke down truck been lost to my girl again. Like that's what the music. That's the only music they can write.
And that's what people love.
It's what people
Yeah,
love.
I haven't kept up with country in any way, shape, or form, but from my understanding, Taylor Swift was country, right? And then she made that transition to pop, but no one really noticed because it all kinda
Yeah,
sounds the same.
Grandpa.
I don't-
Yes.
I don't know. Well, I mean, like, country
know.
was getting the type of country that was getting big when I was growing up was Garth Brooks.
Oh yes, Garth Brooks, Trisha Yearwood.
Yeah, Shania
They
Twain.
were the Shania.
that sort of stuff.
I
but
don't know
like-
Garth Brooks, but I know this other guy.
Chris Gaines.
Chris Gaines.
Oh, tell me.
Is it
He looks,
related?
he looks familiar.
Do you remember the Garth Brooks, Chris Gaines? So
I had that album.
Garth Brooks did country, and then he was like, "No, I want to make music for pussies." So
Also, I mean, at the height of his career,
height of his career.
like when he was like hooked up on a harness, flying through stadiums with his big hat and his little microphone and his checkered shirt.
So he created. I don't know if Omar, maybe you're able to find an image of Chris Gaines.
I'll look it up right now.
Thank you. Chris Gaines was like his alter ego. That I think he did SNL.
Well, he did
performed as
interviews.
Chris
Wow, like
Gaines.
Hannah Montana.
He did
Similar,
interviews,
yes.
it was Hannah- but he'd do interviews too, and like, so what's with this Chris Gaines character? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
he's-
Like, really? And they show a side by picture. This, one is his fat face under a cowboy hat, and the other is his fat face wearing a black wig.
With like a fake goatee.
Yeah, there is.
Whoa.
So I like that art there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like a real thing.
yeah, Chris
Yeah.
Gaines.
Chris Gaines.
I remember.
That is crazy.
I have that mural.
like
I
Harvey
always-
Dent.
Which one's which?
I respect him as an artist for wanting to do that. For anyone who's like, I mean, I've conquered this genre and I'm kind of tired of this shit. Can I get? What do I have to do to get out of here? Put a fucking thing on my chin.
I don't know. He tried.
He's the original Chris Gaingels.
Oh, the shirt.
Oh, that shirt's great.
Yeah.
I want that shirt. Either way, yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, it's. I guess
Music.
maybe there's maybe there's like a bit of like artist envy because I know a lot of like Bowie was like that, where everyone looked at David Bowie and like, God, I wish I could be doing that, and he's like, I wish I had money, like,
Yeah.
and everyone would copy his sort of thing, but he had that transform it where he could just do it seamlessly.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's like a living reptile.
Yeah.
That could just form and switch. So I'm sure someone like Arthur was like, well, I want to make cool music like you guys, and like, country boy, and he's like, damn it, I'm so rich, and he's
Yeah.
crying into his billions of
I'll
dollars.
show them.
Well,
I
The
guess
wing on-
I could be like you too.
When you're breaking all kinds of records and no one can beat you, what do? You break your own record again. And that's exactly what takes us to our next story.
Oh, I thought that was an
Today.
ad segment.
Oh.
I can never tell.
Feel free to chat about music as you see fit, but
we're done.
we got a lot to talk about
When you
today.
hit Garth Brooks, you end it. That's when you go, well, it's late.
That's been the stopping point for a lot of people.
All I have in my head is "Life is Beautiful" by 6 a.m. since
Great.
this conversation started going.
I don't know the music.
Good. It's good.
There was a great story in the news today, on today Monday, that we recorded this podcast. A 62-year-old former Marine set a Guinness World Record by holding a plank for over 8 hours.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, this is the second time.
Yes, he had previously held the record, and then he lost it, and so he was like, "Okay, well, I need to get this record back."
Uh-huh.
8 hours and 1 minute.
The original record was like 5 hours.
Yeah, it wasn't
something,
as
right?
long.
Yeah. Because I saw this video. I saw the original. When he broke the original record, I was like, wow. Why?
And he did this by training for months. He would sometimes be training for up to 7 hours a day with a coach, who I guess he's just planking every day.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, you could do, I guess, lots of ab exercises. Thing is, to be fair, the plank is a pretty good exercise.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a great stabilization exercise. It also taps into your shoulder strength and stuff like that. I don't know. Something I've always heard is that if you're planking for more than 60 seconds, you might as well move on to some sort of more difficult exercise. Like your body's got it.
Yeah.
We can plank now. But then the threshold of going like 60 seconds to 8 hours is pretty insane to me.
I mean, he was like giving the grimaces like 45 minutes in.
Yeah.
You know? Oh gosh.
I like
Someone's massaging his
Yeah.
dick, or what is she touching there?
I mean,
he
what's he gonna
earned
do?
it.
Stop planking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, his legs. Well, the process too, because I assume it happened for this one, is he has a bunch of pads under his hands,
Yeah.
but they have to change. They would have to periodically change them because his elbows are bloodying up. Like
Oh my
the friction is causing his elbows
nipples
to blood.
are-
Yeah, look at his elbows.
Oh,
Nice.
Christ.
It's an endurance thing, right?
Yeah, I just like the people taking the photos, and he's like, take the photo. Just take it.
Yeah.
Well, like anything to distract yourself at that point, I guess, right?
Oh, he had
I
his
mean,
phone. He was like texting his kids, like,
Yeah.
what do you want for supper?
Yeah.
What are you up to? Oh, I'm still planking.
planking.
Yeah. What have you accomplished today?
You caucused for who?
I mean, what counts as like the plank is done? It's just the knees hit the ground, or
I would assume so. Yeah. Yeah.
that's it.
I think yes.
So he could go out. He could
He
theoretically.
could bend his back.
Yeah, could he go up into downward dog?
I mean, I would.
Right, yeah,
I
could
would
get,
say
like,
no.
some
Like,
back on
there's
it.
probably a little bit. This is, I think, from his original.
Oh, this is the outdoor
breaking
version.
one,
Like,
right?
this is for the first time around.
So, like, I would
touring.
say anytime it breaks more of a certain degree, like,
your toes.
yeah, you're up on your toes. I mean, it's not a comfortable
James,
position to be
is
in.
it like looking into the mirror of the future for you?
No, I don't value.
Look at that tan man, so
Yeah.
perfect.
I mean, he is beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
God.
I mean, it's a testament to mind over matter.
Oh, that's them changing they're icing him. Yeah.
yeah. They put like ice on there, and then he'd
guess
have like they'd give him water.
Yeah, I guess that's his trophy wife.
Oh, there's his pee tube. Is that what
yeah,
that is?
of course. Yeah, they try to hide it from the kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know
Damn.
there was a pee tube.
I've never
course there's a
tried
pee tube.
peeing while planking before. I wonder how that feels.
That's gotta be rough.
Well, it's like peeing while hundreds of people are watching you and you're
No, I-
planking.
It's probably
Like, I feel like he should almost get arrested.
It's American
like
dream.
he finishes it, and then
they just
they,
arrest him.
they
Walk
hand
him
him
into
the
a car.
award, and then as he's collecting it, they slap the cuffs.
Yeah.
on.
Also you see the video and you're like, well, there weren't people around him for the whole 8 hours, right?
No.
So like this is the beginning and the end, and the rest of it is just like, all right, we'll see ya, and then the sun
Yeah.
goes down.
There's a Lord
and
of the Rings.
coyote howls.
There's like a movie screening. Oh, is that allowed?
Oh, look, he's showing off.
Do a side plank.
I don't
Wait.
know. I mean, again, this is from his previous world record.
Is he done? Is this like him? Like
I think this is how he changed. Maybe they changed his.
So right now he's on his left arm.
Why is he
holding up
doing
his
that?
Right. He's the perfect
Wow.
man.
Yeah.
audio listeners, you got to look this up.
Yeah.
You gotta look
okay.
up the guy doing.
Well,
Admire him.
I never. Is there a time lapse I can watch, or we can just put up on the screen where we get
of
just a
him-
picture of him in
Yeah.
a plank.
I just want to see a time lapse of all of his yearbook photos from the age he was 3 till now.
He's always on his elbows.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. As a boy, I loved being on my elbows, and so planking just kind of came naturally to me.
Hard cut to him. He's the drill sergeant yelling at him like, to do a push-up and go all the way down. He goes, I don't.
No.
I hold this for 7 hours.
Yeah, he would get people
Move me.
perfectly. Yeah, he'd leave his bunk all a mess. Like, you get out there and plank, and he's like, okay.
Where's my tube?
Like he's getting off from it.
Yeah,
He loves it so much.
When you see a little urine go out, then you also see some chunky white stuff. What is that on that plank?
Well,
you so
before
hard?
you disrespect him anymore, his name's George Hood. He's from Illinois,
Surprise.
and he spends 4 hours a day in a plank pose, does 700 push-ups a day, 2,000 sit-ups, in sets of 100, 500 leg squats, and then approximately 300 arm curls a day.
We're watching footage of him right now. He's like in China.
He said he lost in a head-to-head.
to a Chinese
he lost.
policeman.
Yeah.
He lost to a Chinese man in 2016.
That's his Rocky moment. That's his Khal Drogo.
Yeah.
And
then
Jeremy,
he came back, he won.
You'll appreciate this, Jeremy.
Absolutely.
Some of the stuff that keeps him going when he's planking is rock music, including Van Halen and Du Hast by Rammstein.
It's just again and again.
Yeah, on the loop
Again
for
and
8
again.
hours.
I mean, that's kind of what the song is.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
it? That's all he does?
That's
That
it.
was too slow.
So, what keeps you... I don't know. He's like,
I wonder what song's coming up next.
I'm pissing again.
yeah, he goes, today I'll put on shuffle.
Yeah.
Yes! When you rig the game, you always win.
My question to you guys is there anything that you could tolerate doing for 8 hours
No.
for a record?
Being with you.
Mine would be listening to Rammstein,
Mine-
Du Hast.
You think you could listen
For 8
for
hours?
8 hours?
Yeah.
After
Ooh.
the after
do
the
it in
week we
Gitmo.
after our last week, I'm not sure there's many things I could do for that long.
Yeah, we kind of did an endurance test.
I don't know. It's a long when you're focusing on one activity for a long time.
Unbroken.
It feels really, 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 really long.
I don't know.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, here's number one. Me as a human being, I don't give two shits about Guinness World Records. I
Well,
will
yeah.
never. Even if they were like, but this one's easy. I would don't care.
Yeah,
At all.
I don't want that. If it's easy, then someone's gonna come break it anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
It's one of those weird ones, yeah, where it's like most times on a pogo stick, and someone's like, no one's tried it before, so they went 1, 2.
You did it.
Sorry, and then there's a Guinness guy goes, here you go.
Well, there was some guy who's trying to break the Guinness World Record for most Guinness World Records, and that was his whole thing. He just like went through a list of found things that no one
Yeah.
had done before.
If that's your life, that's fine. I don't know.
So for that sake, I have take no pride in meeting a man in a purple jacket who gives me a plaque. But I don't know what I could realistically do for 8 hours. Sleep. I could sleep for 8 hours.
If you're so lucky.
I could maybe like for funds, like if we were doing like a charity thing, I could try to like rewatch the same movie over and over. I could maybe try to do that. Like
Yeah, okay.
just to, like maybe with a small group where we just watch the same thing over and over. I thought about that where I'm like, there was some guy, did an interview with him and he was like, I love the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I watch it every day. And I was like, really? Every day. Wakes up, first thing goes, eggs, bacon, coffee, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Just like,
Where do you find the
Meatloaf.
time?
yeah, or it's like he like goes on vacation and it's like, honey, put the portable DVD player away. And he's like, nope, gotta watch it. Hopefully Frankenfurter does something weird this time. It's just like, I want divorce.
I could game. I think there are some games I could
Oh,
play for
yeah.
8 hours. Straight.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I've done that.
Yeah, I
right?
was gonna say,
Yeah.
fucking Majora's Mask. I did that. Absolutely did that. Because this was on that
yeah.
countdown when you try to get the last Fierce Deity mask. To get that last mask, it's like an 8-hour mission you do basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was.
I don't know how the YouTube algorithm works because it seems like it never recommends any of our videos. But I accidentally watched 3 seconds of someone doing a Breath of the Wild freezing and then launching themselves on a tree video or whatever, and now it's all like all like things done in Breath of the Wild, and someone did a trick where they took they have the big barrel that you can hide underneath.
Yeah.
And they walked it all the way from.
This
I
is
could
where
watch this
YouTube
right
went to after all those other videos.
Why
Why
are we?
this up? I mean, I'm okay with it.
How are you projecting James's thoughts onto a video screen?
Oh, there we go.
This is him now.
Rip.
I hope I look half that good when I'm 70.
Yeah, for sure.
We're looking at Arnold getting his back massaged.
Yeah, but that's
Sorry.
his buddy, he's dead. So the barrel is on one side of the world, and this guy wanted to see if the barrel would work when you're trying to go into the Gerudo village where you have to be dressed like a woman.
Gerudo.
Whatever.
Like the singer, Josh Gerudo.
Jason Gerudo.
But it involved walking the barrel at the slow pace from there to there, which took in real time several hours to just
Okay.
do.
Oh,
So some
God.
sort of thing like that where you're just holding a direction and just going. Maybe I could do.
Oh, maybe.
They had that in GTA. There was that Kiflom thing. Wasn't it like run through the desert for a certain amount of in GTA 5 in
No.
the single player, there's this whole Kiflom mission where like there was that religion that's in the game. And one of the things they said was you had to put on a suit, like a tracksuit, and run through the desert for a certain amount of time. And it was a substantial amount of time.
Yeah.
I thought someone did that with Red Dead where they just like held it and then walked.
Yeah, I rubber banded the controller.
Oh.
That seems to be, yeah.
Everybody
It
did
was
it.
that and the Superman Returns video game, which the achievement was fly around. People went, got your rubber band, get it out, and he just goes,
And you're good.
yeah.
What if I brushed my teeth for 8 hours and then it was just bloody
That would
pieces of
happen.
gum
Yeah.
shredding off?
Teeth falling out. Yeah.
2 minutes is the right amount of time. Exactly 2 minutes or more.
Yeah.
Is that an ad read?
No.
Oh.
Oh, I was like 30 seconds each question.
My dentist told me I can't brush that hard because I brush very hard. I go through toothbrushes.
Wait, so your dentist is worried about the number of toothbrushes you're gonna go through?
The dentist's like, you gotta stop brushing.
When did you meet this dentist? When was the last time?
I
1,000 years
don't
ago?
know.
On the bus.
In Gerudo Village or whatever.
God.
Well, now that we've got some good angry tension going, it's time for a word from our sponsor. Not all clothes are a fit for everyone. With Stitch Fix, your personal stylist will send you clothing that makes you look your best. Less one size fits all, and more this fits your style. Stitch Fix is an online personal styling service that delivers your favorite clothing brands right to your door. To get started, simply go to stitchfix.com/dudesoup, answer some questions about your preferred style, and your preferred shopper will send you a box of clothes, shoes, and accessories. With Stitch Fix, everyone can look their best. They have solutions for men, women, and kids all over the US and now the UK. There's no commitment required, and you only pay for what you keep. Shipping, exchanges, and returns are always free, plus the $20 styling fee is automatically applied toward anything you keep from your box. You'll never have to think about looking good again with Stitch Fix. Get started today at stitchfix.com/dudesoup and get an extra 25% off when you keep everything in your box. That's stitchfix.com/dudesoup, stitchfix.com/dudesoup. Thank you, Stitch Fix. And welcome back. Thank you. Thank you, me, for that read.
Are you watching the show?
Great acting.
What's going
Very
on?
distracted.
Some big news today. Big news from Cyberpunk and Xbox.
Could you imagine her like in the turn of the century, standing on a box trying to get people to buy her newspapers? And it was like,
Hey.
Hear ye,
Oh,
hear
yeah.
ye.
the editor's like, "You're fired." That was how they were giving papers back to you.
The Cyberpunk game Twitter has announced that those who purchase a copy of Cyberpunk 2077 on Xbox One will be able to play the game on Xbox Series X for free. CD Projekt Red has confirmed this.
Free
Heroes.
upgrade. They're saying a free upgrade.
Yeah.
You should only have to buy a game once.
Yeah.
Which is, like, is
How many
so,
times do we
Yes.
buy GTA?
4?
Yeah.
See,
Xbox
Xbox 360,
360,
PS4,
Yep.
Xbox One,
Yep.
PC. PC again because it was on sale. I don't know. Yeah,
Micro-
Rockstar launcher.
Well, there's the two launchers on PC,
Yeah.
right? I don't know if that means it's a different game or not, but
Definitely bought it a few times, but yeah.
Microsoft's speaking specifically to their smart delivery technology, which means that 4 generations of Xbox games are compatible with the Xbox Series X.
Damn. That was my question. That I figured, like, I wonder if CD Projekt Red is sort of showing what the Series X is going to do. That was my thought, where it's like, hey, you can buy this game. You can buy it on Xbox One, but if you buy Series X, it'll be waiting for you. It just transfers right over, which is kind of what they were trying to do with the initial launch of the Xbox One, except they borked it so poorly when they're like, once you put the disc in there, it's gone forever. Fuck you.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And I think the Xbox Twitter account also confirmed you can do this for Halo Infinite.
Oh.
So you can pick that
I am
up.
getting really excited for Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Halo's now old enough that it's coming back around where I'm like, it's nostalgic. Yay.
Well, I'm hopeful that it's more reminiscent of kind of the first Halo games, and like 4 and 5 were okay, but they weren't great.
Yeah. We're probably the only two people at this table who've played through more than one Halo, so we should stop talking about it.
1, 2, 3. I did 1, 2, 3.
Oh, really?
And then I said, all right, that's enough.
Reach is good. Reach is out again on Steam. It's worth going through. I think we should play Reach. I know you guys are doing your...
Yeah, we just finished
Reach is
our
the
last one.
4-player.
Yeah.
You could do 4-player and Reach, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
You could do it since
Yeah.
3. Yeah, that was always kind of crazy. But, yeah. Anyway, Reach is good. I think you might like it.
I don't believe you.
They
Why did you prove it to me?
You can sprint. They added a sprint
If you
function.
have a certain
But hold on,
ability,
do I have to play as the girl Halo? Because I'm not playing as the girl Halo.
You pick.
you can be girl
But
or
is-
boy Halo.
But does a person, if you pick, can I pick either one? So there's duplicate Halos?
Yeah, you could be whatever.
Okay, so there could be 2 girl Halos, or there could be no girl Halos.
You're not Master Chief in this one.
I don't know what that is.
You make your own Spartan. A
What's
Spartan
Master
3.
Chief? Yeah? A Halo?
Yeah.
Let's talk about rock music.
So it sounds like that's just the standard they're going for with the Xbox Series X. Is just if you have a game for the one that's coming out on the Series X, hopefully you don't have to purchase it a second
Yeah,
time.
the quote is that you only have to purchase the title once in order to play the best available version for whichever Xbox console you choose to play on.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, that's not up to the developers in any way. Is it
I don't
just
know.
like,
The Cyberpunk Twitter said gamers should not be forced to purchase the same game twice or pay for upgrades.
And then they looked at Rockstar and went,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Like, I mean, maybe they're going to do the same thing with PlayStation, but it sounds like no, right? It sounds like PlayStation is a new box with new stuff in it.
Yeah, I mean, so like, man, because there was Last of Us, right? And then they did Last of Us Remaster, which is, I guess, technically selling a new game, but it is, yeah, so they do this all the time.
All
but-
the God of Wars. I still stand by this. E3 this year. Microsoft goes upstage. They're going to reveal it for the first time, right? The big box. They're going to
here's
have the
the big
controller
brick
there.
thing.
And then at the end of the thing, they're going to go. At the end of the thing, they're going to go. We have one more thing to show you. And he's going to take it. And that was a fake. That was a 3D printed fake box. And below is the thing the size of a Chromecast. They go, that's the Xbox One X
No.
Series X.
I mean, maybe next
Whoa.
generation.
No, they're going to do it this year. I promise you.
Because, I mean, that's what Stadia is.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
they figured it
Chromecast.
out. They
No,
got
they
it
didn't.
working.
No.
They figured it out.
that mind blown. I mean, I'd be kind of
blown.
sad I don't get the big Mac cannon.
Well,
I
they'll
can
say it's
walk
going to
around
come in a
with.
big box.
Well, here's a special edition. Remember those old Halo 3 helmets we sold with the special edition of Halo 3? The console's in there now.
I thought you said
Go
it wasn't
plug that
called Halo.
in.
Yeah, I'll be sad that we won't have to modify our TV stand to fit it.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say. Because that's what I'm wondering. It's
Yeah.
very different aesthetic. I don't know how they imagine that fitting in.
Yeah.
Like, it looks great in our lab that doesn't have dust in it.
right.
Is how sometimes they do the tests.
Yeah.
Like, can it be on its side? Right? It doesn't have to be standing up. I don't know.
Well, like everything. So, like my house, I have a weird living room that's like long. So everything's up on the wall because we don't have room for an entertainment center. It's like a couch and a TV. That's about it. So everything's behind the TV. So I have a Xbox One behind the TV. It's hidden. And when the Cube came out, I saw the Cube's like that goes nowhere.
Where we put kids?
It's in the yard.
That
Yeah.
happened.
I was like, I mean, someone might make a stand, but then I have to pull the TV.
Yeah.
It's just getting
But the
closer.
dongle, Adam.
The dongle.
The dongle.
Okay, if you're talking that, if you're saying you put the Series X somewhere in your house, you put it next to a router, and then you have a little wireless, HDMI transmitter or whatever, sure.
You're saying that would be reasonable.
I think so,
That's
yeah.
not what I'm saying.
Okay.
James was talking about the big magic trick.
Yeah.
Rabbit out of the hat
Yeah,
reveal.
but I mean, that is also Microsoft's thing where they're like, oh, do you like Xbox games? Play it on your phone. Play it on your Switch. We don't care. We just want to, just let us in your life.
Yeah.
That seems to be their idea moving forward, where they're just like, it's a piece of plastic, whatever. And that seems to be where it's going anyway.
Yeah, the notion of like whichever you purchase the game once, and then whichever version is the most up to date, progressive version, that's what you're going to own, is really interesting because I think it also speaks to remaster versus remake. Like, at what point, is a game just being updated versus being fundamentally rebuilt?
Yeah.
Because I do think that there are games that get remade, and it's like that's worth
Shadow of the
paying money
Colossus.
for, and but at what point, where is that line? A divide.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're saying if 20 years from now there's a new interpretation of Cyberpunk that's fully VR,
Like a RE2
is fully VR and your haptic suit
that's a whole
is
new game.
integrated,
That's a whole new
should
game.
we be
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
that for free because it's the same world?
It is a whole new game. I think it is.
Resident Evil 2 is a whole new game.
Yeah, it is a whole new game.
I mean, yeah, it
Yeah.
fundamentally plays in. I mean, they built it from the ground up. Obviously, they didn't. The only asset they had was
Inspired by a game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
the
They have a
mind.
concept art of Leon Kennedy, and they go make it kind of look like that, but better.
But make it fashion.
make him beautiful.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see like what the line is for like. Well, no, that's
Yeah, we're entering new territory this year.
It is interesting too
exciting.
with such a high spec game like Cyberpunk. They're still like, boy, we want people to buy this on a console. We really want
Yeah.
people to buy this on a console. Some games are like you always think of the Crisis,
Right.
And they're like, good luck.
Yeah, like well then I'm not gonna buy it. No, come back.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, why you leave?
So it's not. It is nice to know for me as a more casual kind of gamer to think that they don't believe that this is the only kind of thing that you can play on a spec'd out. Because I'm not gonna upgrade my stuff. I've been talking with you a little bit about how you're like, oh, I got a new monitor, right? You got
Yeah.
a new monitor, and I'm like, should I upgrade my system? The only game I play regularly has 2014 in the title. Rocksmith Remastered 2014 or whatever
Okay.
is like the only thing that I sit down at my computer to regularly play. I'm like, it literally has 2014 in the title, so maybe I don't need to upgrade anything.
You're probably safe.
Cyberpunk.
got
I think
DLC.
Cyberpunk seems to be a game that you would upgrade for. I think that's something you would probably want to play. Are you not going to play Cyberpunk?
I mean, I would if they can put it on the dongle, then yeah.
If they reveal that dongle,
Yeah.
it's-
Let's see, like Ori's coming out, Doom is coming out,
Animal Crossing. It's a big month.
I think it's just we're going through a bit of a dry spell
Yeah.
right now. Like, what was the last big game I can think of where everyone was playing it was maybe Red Dead.
I didn't get even close to finishing that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of the last thing where everyone in the office yo, you
I
playing
mean,
this game? It's
there were
amazing.
big games that came out following Red Dead. Like
nothing.
Outer Worlds was
nothing
big.
that really took
No,
everyone.
no, no.
Yeah, I feel like everyone played it for a
RE2
weekend.
would be maybe the one I
Yeah.
would say everybody was way into.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I just don't have the time to sit down and be like, this is my new commitment.
Right.
Jacob was
Jedi
like,
Fallen
come
Order,
and play
maybe.
Monster Hunter.
Everybody played Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh yeah, I played that one.
Didn't
Yeah,
finish it though.
it's really good.
In there.
I enjoyed it.
I
But
also
yeah, I'm
didn't
just
finish
trying to think of that game that everyone got excited for. Like it's been a while where we've had I'm just trying to think of a Skyrim type one where everyone's like, oh, I did this and this, and
Breath
oh
of the
well, I did
Wild,
it. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Breath of the Wild is a great one where it's like, did you know you can do X, Y, and Z, and it becomes a water cooler game. I feel like we haven't had one of those in a while, and Cyberpunk might be the next one.
I mean, if Witcher's anything to go off of, then
Yeah.
it probably will be.
It's definitely-
if they can build a similar world,
Yeah.
then.
It's up my alley.
Yeah.
In the meantime, a lot of Doom. I'm gonna be playing plenty of Doom.
I'm
That's,
playing. I'm replaying Doom 2016 right now whenever I get a free moment, and God, it's so good.
What are you playing it on? Did you get it for the Switch?
I bought a 240 hertz 1440p monitor.
Nice.
in anticipation for the new Doom.
Doom's a great game to play on a monitor like that.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't think it even goes up to 240 frames. I think it caps off at about 200, maybe.
Can you play
I think-
Ori on that monitor?
Worthless.
I could, yeah.
gonna look
Ori,
beautiful.
I'm probably gonna play on a 4K TV though. That's
Yeah,
what
I'm
that's
gonna
what I
play
played
it
the
on
last
TV.
one. It's such a beautiful
Hanging
game.
back and-
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It's like I want to just see the whole thing.
The music, have the
Yeah.
sound bar.
But
gonna be so
something
good.
like Cyberpunk, it's like I want to. That's a game I want to move fast, look fluid, but also I don't need it in 4K. 1440p is fine. Anyway, sorry.
No, no.
I just don't know what I'm gonna do. Don't know.
Turn in your gamer badge.
If it's the Switch, yeah, buddy, I can play through those games because I can just sit on a couch or whatever.
Old man.
Yeah, but anything where you
Too
have to
good for the
turn
cube.
something on or can't play it on a plane, I just don't have the
play it.
time.
Have your ID as a gamer, and if they don't reveal the dongle, you just turn it in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's my badge and my gun. Why do you have a gun?
Why do you have a Wii Zapper?
There was one last thing. I was watching this video. there's the channel 10,000 times bigger than we'll ever be at Linus Tech Tips, where he built a computer for his house. It's just one computer that is a 64-bit processor. It's like the new ones that are coming. It's a really great video, but he basically puts a brain in the middle of his house and then can run multiple computers off of one motherboard. I keep thinking maybe that's the future. I think that's where we're going, where your computer is just one thing that sits in the middle of your house, and then you just have a plug that comes out of the wall, and you go,
it's
computer,
like a
he
water
goes here
heater.
now.
It's like a water heater. There's that's my brain closet or whatever.
Yeah.
Don't attack that.
I feel like
heart of my
I feel like
house.
that's sort of the next step. But the idea is that they're running, I think in the video, they run 4 computers off of just this one motherboard because it has so much RAM, it has so much processing power that you can put them all at max capacity, and they're all running separate instances of Windows. I was like, that I could see that with a console, where this console can just run multiple instances in multiple rooms. And
What
like,
if
oh,
you
cool.
don't have a house? I mean, that's kind of the situation I am in now.
Yeah. No, I mean, no, I think the idea works with apartments too, where it's like it just goes here next to the router, and then instead of having to put another console in another room, it's just a plug.
So I can play in the kitchen or the bathroom.
All the places women go.
Well, I'm cleaning or folding clothes.
They have a dongle for that.
They have a dongle for that now.
I just everything with the way things are going with cloud computing and all that stuff, and it's not really working. But that technology working in a home environment or in an apartment or a school or a business, where it's like you don't have to buy multiple computers anymore. You buy one, and it's
You buy one computer and 80 licenses or whatever,
Right,
and they're
yeah.
and then that way you don't even own the computer.
Well, I mean, someone's going to figure it out where they're like, we have created the business computer. And they're like, how many computers do we need to buy? One. And they just get this box they put in the center of the room. And they go, but where?
All hail business.
Yeah. I angered, but I think I feel like enterprise and stuff would love that, because then it's like you don't have a physical thing you can touch anymore. You're just plugging into the network.
I mean, I think someone at Machinima circa 2014 is trying to buy that right now today. And someone's like, all right, but it's going to cost $500 billion. And they're like, that's fine. That's fine. Here, take it.
Google gave us so much.
It's not mine. It's venture capital.
It's made up. None of it's real.
Yeah, so someday.
Someday. But in the moment of now, it's time for a word from our sponsor. If you watch Funhaus, you've heard us talk about Hims products before and how they're the ultimate confidence booster for men who have thinning hair, receding hairlines, or bald spots. If you're into stopping hair loss, you don't have to find a time machine. You can turn to Hims. Forhims.com, a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, sexual wellness for men. It's time to write a new chapter, one in which you have hair. Thanks to science, baldness can be optional. Hims is helping guys be the best version of themselves with licensed physicians and FDA-approved products backed by science to help treat hair loss. This means no snake oil pills or gas station counter supplements. Hims was created by a guy who knows some men's health conversations are easier online than in person. You're connected with real doctors online, it's confidential and discreet. After you answer a few quick questions, a doctor will review and determine if it's right for you, prescribe you medication to treat hair loss that is shipped directly to your door. No more awkward in-person doctor's visits or long pharmacy lines. Right now, our listeners get started with their first month free. Go to forhims.com/dude. That's forhims.com/dude. The prescription requires an online consultation with a physician who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Offer valid only if prescribed. 3-month minimum subscription. Additional restrictions apply. You can see the website for full details and important safety information. Remember, that's forhims.com/dude. Thank you, Hims, for your sponsorship. One final thing before we get to the thrilling conclusion of this
The
podcast.
only reason you're doing this podcast.
Which is our energy drink taste test. It is to talk about the Borderlands movie. Jeremy, we know that you're a huge Borderlands fan. You wear your love on your sleeve. You know,
Randy Pitchford gave you that tattoo himself.
is that a pretty
he did.
prison tattoo?
Oh, magic!
Yeah. How'd you
And
get
then he
it
went
wrong?
and screamed at people on Twitter or something.
Well, we learned today that Eli Roth is, attached to direct the movie. You know him from Cabin Fever, Hostel, and A House with a Clock in Its Walls.
Yeah, with Jack Black.
I never saw it.
Okay. It was
I
like
don't
he's
think
like
it
he's
did
like you know
okay.
what? I'm gonna do. A
I
kids
saw it was a
movie.
great plane ride.
What that guy?
There you go.
Well,
It looks like
it
coming
passed
to-
the time.
It feels like in the trailer, like coming to a plane near you.
It was. It really was.
American Airlines presents.
I appreciated him for trying something
Yeah.
different. 'Cause
Yeah.
what he did, he did the Bruce Willis remake of
Death Wish.
Death Wish,
All right.
and
That's
everyone's
a
like,
weird one.
this sucks.
Oh man, a friend of ours, Aaron Marquis, showed me the clip of the Giggler from Death Wish 3 or 4 or something like that. They're like,
Okay.
that's the guy who killed the Giggler. Because the guy from Death Wish, I forget the actor's name. God, I'm slipping.
Bronson.
Charles Bronson.
Charles Bronson.
Bronson.
Yeah. I mean, by the 4th movie, he's just killing
Yeah,
anyone
yeah.
who's just like, anyone's got a bad haircut.
My like best friend forever, her Serbian father loves Death Wish. Every you go over to the house. Oh, what are you watching, Miracle? Oh, Death Wish. Oh, Death Wish. Yeah.
Yeah, just an old man killing everyone. To kill the Giggler.
Well, in addition to Eli, Craig Mazin is going to script it. He did Chernobyl, Hangover 2 and 3, Identity Thief, and Scary Movie.
Quite a resume.
Yeah.
That is
I love
a shotgun
discussing. I
blast.
love discussing his resume because it's nonsense.
That
A lot of stuff in Chernobyl.
yeah, a lot of stuff in Chernobyl.
That kind of describes Borderlands in a weird way.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's everything.
He's
in-
also like one of the heads of the WGA, I think, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hollywood, man.
Hollywood.
Avi and Ari Arad are producing it, and they've done they did Venom 1, and they're doing Venom 2, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Homecoming and Far From Home, The Amazing Spider-Mans,
Avi Arad.
Spivey,
Oh, he's been there for every Marvel.
Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, Hulk, X-Men, Daredevil,
Yeah.
Silver Surfer. They did the Hasselhoff Nick Fury TV movie.
yeah. He's Marvel's whatever.
He's
television film.
the guy I remember who was like, he made Sam Raimi put Venom in Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi was like, I don't care about Venom. He's like, kids will love it.
Yeah.
And they put him in there like,
They were right.
and then
they were right.
Avi was like, it feels a little full, a little heavy.
There's a lot going on.
A little bloated in this one.
We don't know too much about the story except that it's going to follow Lilith.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
She's a siren.
She's the siren.
Siren, yeah.
Yeah, and she's been a pretty main part of all 3
Yeah.
games so
I
far.
feel like
but
she dies every game, and then every game she shows up in the next one.
Isn't she like a phoenix or something? She comes back.
she
to life?
really died this time, though.
Oh, okay. In 3? She really died? She
come back in
then
movie.
she came back.
Claptrap's going to be in it.
Not
Tiny
my
Tina.
Claptrap.
Tiny Tina's going to be in it.
But what is this, live action?
I believe it is. I think it's
I feel
live
like this,
action.
if
Eli
anything would
Roth
work,
is attached
yeah,
to
I
it.
feel like if anything would work in like a Rango type animated movie, it'd be Borderlands.
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be live action.
No.
I've seen cosplayers do a pretty good job of replicating.
I never
it, but-
played Tales from the Borderlands, but everyone's like, this is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's narrative
Yeah,
here.
I played the first
you know?
couple episodes.
And
Well-
so, yeah.
That's why I think just hearing that it's about Lilith, I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't think making a movie around the characters that have already been established in the game is a great thing because the games, they're fun. I enjoy them a lot. The story isn't the greatest thing in the world in Borderlands, especially Borderlands 1 is bad.
Yeah, and
then
it's-
two
There's not
is
much
like,
of a
Well,
story.
it's designed to be
Well-
played, right? And
Yeah.
played in an open world fashion.
and if we're playing the games and we're like not really learning that much more about Lilith each game, then it's like what? So this is the plot. The movie will find Lilith in the Atlas Corporation space prison when the CEO gives her the chance to earn her freedom by rescuing his daughter, the foul-mouthed Tiny Tina, on Pandora. The mission takes an unexpected turn when it becomes clear that the little girl is the key to unlocking a valuable alien vault that Atlas wants all for itself. So like Claptrap, it's going to be like this group of ragtag, vault hunters.
Hunters.
So it's going to be like
Yeah.
Claptrap, Tiny Tina's bodyguard Krieg, and then a bunch of vault hunters.
Krieg's in it.
you know this sound? This sounds like Resident Evil era, like
Yeah, it's Mia
where they were
Jovovich
like
playing Lilith.
where they were like, well, gaming narratives aren't good enough, so how can we just cherry pick elements
Laser
from
wall.
what we know
Yeah.
about the game and then throw them in there into a more conventional story? Like this sounds like a movie I've seen already, right?
it sounds like a DLC that's going to come out for the game or something like
Yeah.
that. Like, I just feel like if they were going to make a Borderlands movie, take the universe that they have with Borderlands and just make it about new people.
Yeah.
Like when
It's-
you said Tales of the Borderlands, it's not about anyone that was
Yeah.
in the games. It's a new people.
One of my favorite things is when a game or a movie, especially Star Wars is probably the most guilty of it, is like, in the most vast, wide, vast, diverse universe you've ever seen. Luke Skywalker
Yeah.
has a story, you know, like you're like, and you're like, well, we're doing a new one. We're doing a new one in this from the world of Star Wars. Luke Skywalker's sister is here, you know, like this feels like Borderlands. You look at Borderlands, you're like, there's so much here. Like you'll just wander into one little thing, and then there'll be a dialogue tree with an NPC, and you're like, that's really interesting. And they're like, but what are the sirens?
Make the Miss
Right.
Moxie prequel. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd you get those knives?
Yeah, are those real? That's what I would find out.
How'd you get those big breastises? It's like, Eli, settle down. He's like, no, he's like, Randy asked me to ask that question.
It's one of the things I think made Fallen Order so good. Jedi Fallen Order was like such a good game because it was like we knew the universe, but it was like this character we didn't know.
Yeah.
And you know, it was
Yeah,
all
no
this,
mention of Skywalker. Or,
None.
I mean, there's a cameo essentially.
Right.
But that's about. There's like 2 cameos, and they're brief and they're actually enjoyable.
which a Borderlands movie could have. Like, a mention of Lilith. Oh, I
Yeah.
know Lilith is
Handsome Jack on a billboard,
Yeah,
or it says
oh.
Green Hills Zone.
Did you know-
Well, kind of what they did between like 1 and 2, where it's like new Vault Hunters, but you like interact with the
Yeah.
old ones. To
Yeah.
do shit.
I didn't get through much of 3, but I got to the part where 0 showed up, and I was like, "Why does he talk?" Oh, he talks in haikus. That's right.
Right. Yeah.
I remembered that, and then I went. I remember I liked playing as 0. Oh, I don't get to play as 0.
Yeah.
You play as New Zero.
Yeah.
I was the guy who threw dogs.
Oh yeah.
too.
Flack. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was pro ZD
Pro
as well.
ZD.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, he's got a great voice. They modulated it.
So Jeremy, are you
Okay.
excited for like as a big fan, or are you kind of like taking it?
Not really, honest. I mean, I'll see it when it comes out, but I don't know. Movie adaptations of video games have not been very great in the past. Sonic, I don't think was bad.
You don't think it was
Did you
bad?
see it?
Yeah, I thought Sonic was pretty good for a
Sonic-
kids movie.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
And then people always had that clarifier, and I go, movies are movies. You know, like I don't read a book and then go, that book is really good for a kid's book, unless it was just pictures. You know, like
That's what Sonic was. His pictures.
I know.
It was moving pictures, fast moving pictures.
But I mean, well, I'll just have to wait and see. I'm just kind of nervous that what they're gonna try to do is play off of the story that the games have had, or like try to like do a prequel in the form of a movie, and I don't think that's gonna work out very well.
Well, based off that, it's one of those things where you're like, oh, maybe, until you read that description, you're like, number one, this doesn't sound anything like Borderlands.
Yep.
It doesn't sound like the characters I know, and it sounds like a different movie that you are applying a property skin to.
Yeah.
But we'll wait and see.
Who knows?
Also,
Surprise us.
the whole sometime I like doing the politics of the industry, like Hollywood, and like Eli Roth is coming off he doesn't have any big wins.
There's that movie where Keanu Reeves makes out with those 2 girls, one of which is
Knock
wife.
knock.
Oh yeah, that was the last one.
Okay, well, but Clock in His Walls and Death Wish did not do very
He
well.
was in Inglourious Bastards 10 years ago.
So it's not like he's got momentum.
No.
That's another thing too. And it's like he's got momentum.
He's
and
available.
he's doing it, and he wants to do it and stuff. So sometimes these are the movies you're like, okay, I'll do it because
Yeah.
I need a W.
He said, I'm so excited to dive into the world of Borderlands, and I could not be doing it with a better script, producing team, and studio. I have a long, successful history with Lionsgate. I feel like we have grown up together, and that everything in my directing career has led to a project of this scale and ambition.
That's the
Everything
kind-
has led to Borderlands.
We're
that's
gonna
the kind of
find
thing
them
you say.
vaults.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing you say when you want to keep working.
Yeah. I didn't know that's like a moment in The Simpsons when Spinal Tap's playing, and they're like, "We love playing in Springfield."
Yeah.
He's like, "I love Borderlands."
It has a great universe.
Yeah. I look forward to collaborating with Duval Magic. His name's Randy Pitchford. Who?
Ooh, whatever.
Wasn't there like squirt porn on his thumb drive or something?
Well, I get the feeling like maybe like House of the Clock in its Walls was him being like, I want something with a universe with like real magical realism, which I mean Borderlands isn't magical
Clocks
realism,
have
but it's
no
still like
universe.
an amplified version of reality, right? And then this might be him being like, oh, I get my Alita Battle Angel, you know?
I think he's a fun
Where's
director.
my Alita Battle Angel?
Sometimes.
Everyone's saying that. Where's
Yeah.
my Alita?
Where's
Battle
my
Angel?
Alita Battle Angel?
Yeah.
This is his.
Did you see
This is
Alita?
his moment. I did.
Do you like how it was like one movie with like 4 other movies in it, and then it fast forwarded, like literally in that movie, it fast forwarded through 3 or 4 other movies, and then ended with the end of the
I
fifth
didn't
movie?
feel like I
I
needed a
enjoyed
nap
it.
in that movie.
I enjoyed it.
once again, of all the films Delta Airlines has produced this year, Alita Battle Angel was perfect.
Also, where I watched
It was exactly it was the exact length that it took to fly to Austin and back.
I think it did okay, right? Didn't it do okay in
think it did
theaters?
enough.
I just think I like James Cameron. He's like, I came up from the goddamn Marianas Trench to make Alita be mediocre and a mediocre Terminator.
Yeah.
I'm going back down.
And then away
Call me
you
when
went.
Avatar's done.
He's like, you're making Avatar. And he goes, goodbye.
I only hit home runs, motherfuckers. And then he dives down.
God, he'd been working on that Battle Angel movie for 15 years.
Felt like it. Felt like he never spent any of that time cutting.
Well, it's time for my Battle Angel, which is the blindfolded energy drink taste test. Omar, if you will summon the drinks, I'll explain a little bit while he's doing that what's going to go down.
Do you have
So-
a graphic for the intro?
Don't.
Do you want to play?
Omar's
one
gone. He's
line?
not in the booth.
Anything you ask
So-
for isn't happening.
So, Jeff Ramsey told me that you are a big energy drink fan.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he said,
I have like 2 a day or so.
yeah, and I was like, okay, well, we've got to put that to the test, see how big a fan Jeremy actually is.
Sick of that.
So we have gathered 5 unique energy drinks, but Omar, before you bring them from the shadows, I don't want Jeremy to see the color or consistency
My God.
of the liquids.
Here
So
is-
we'll be blindfolding Jeremy.
that hasn't been on the ground.
No, it was in
I
my.
promise you, it hasn't been on the ground.
Okay.
We'll be blindfolding Jeremy, and we
Okay,
will
can
be
you see?
presenting him.
Cannot see.
Look at me.
Oh, I can still hear.
Bring the earplugs.
We will be presenting him one by one with a different energy drink. We have 5 drinks here
Combined,
today.
you'll end up drinking about
Half an
You don't have
Oh,
to
yeah,
drink
most-
the whole
most of
thing.
an energy.
Well,
Yes, please.
Okay.
Actually, if you would,
do I know which ones I'm drinking, or am I just going for it?
you'll drink.
You'll be able, is he's going to be sorting them, right?
Yes. So you will drink, and then you will tell us what you think it is. We will write that down, and then we'll do the reveal after.
Okay, but he doesn't even know what the options are.
No.
Should he know what the options are?
Do you feel like you need to, Jeremy?
So you can sort them in your head?
Oh man, I feel like if I needed to come up with 5 different ones,
They're all just energy drinks to him.
but they're all just like, are they all like the classic version, like the original version of each?
My
drink?
guess is you're not going to be able to name at least 3 of these.
Really? Are they not?
Just
like,
say
name brand
names
ones?
of animals that have sharp teeth.
You can always change them if you drink one, and then you feel like, oh no, that last one is maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess you want to just taste one
Do you
until
want to?
Yeah, I guess I'll just go
I
for
can
it.
tell you what the 5 are.
Yeah,
if-
how about we
Okay.
let him,
Okay.
we'll tell you what the
So-
5 options
present
are.
them?
Well, the 5 you have are Adam. You wanna?
Yes.
Well, don't need to show him this. Just tell him what they
Well,
are.
no, he's blindfolded.
Yeah,
so you just
got,
say
you
what
got,
the drink is.
Okay.
You got Red Bull.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You've got Bang,
Bang. Okay.
Rockstar,
Okay.
Monster, and Rain.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
All right, so James, if you'll hand him
All right,
number
these are all
1.
drinks that
Drink
I've had
number
before.
1, sir. I think you can taste. You don't have to chug the whole thing, but if you want to, you
Am I
can.
smelling it?
I think I know which one this
Like a
is.
sommelier.
I think I already know which one this is by smelling it.
With a tribal tattoo.
That's Monster.
Okay, all right.
I'll
Is
take
that-
I'll take
Well,
that
we'll
from you.
see.
Oh,
We'll
we'll-
see.
we'll-
We'll see at the.
Okay.
So I don't want to eliminate any for him.
Gotcha.
I wanna,
Are you ready for number 2?
Yeah. Hit me with it.
I wish we had a palate cleanser. I didn't think about
Should
that.
have got ginger.
Monster energy drinks are their own palate cleanser because they share more in
All right,
common
this
with
is one
detergent.
This is 1 of 2.
It's 2.
Oh man. All right, that's one of 2 different ones right there. I think.
You can always go back and swap answers.
Well, it's really fruity. Monster, Red Bull, and Rockstar aren't really going to be that. This is either Bang or Rain.
They all sound
And-
fake and made up.
They're all hardcore.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm really
Somewhere-
sucking through a lot of this. I think this is Bang, and I think it's a pina colada Bang.
Somewhere, your guardian angel Chester Bennington was
You
helping
were gone too soon, Chester.
All right,
Him
James.
and
you
Chris
got
Cornell
number
are looking
three.
down on me.
Here's number 3.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Don't
You're the one who drinks
Don't you
these.
drink these? Yeah.
I guess you don't smell them.
Oh, that's it. Oh man, this is not one I partake of often. Whatever it is.
Oh.
Oh wow,
did-
it's really,
What does it
really
taste like?
sugary. This is super sugary. Like
It's an energy drink.
there's some candy that's coming to mind.
What
with this
notes do
thing.
you detect?
Yeah, chest hair and a chain wallet.
Rhino hide.
Yeah. Horny goat weed.
This is someone who wants to tell people that they're drinking energy drinks because
Oh.
they were like, yeah, I'm staying energized, but they're like, I want it to taste like
Oh, okay.
Skittles.
Got it.
Okay.
I didn't know that was a.
There's a whole
classification,
There's a whole class of energy
I thought it was
drink
just-
drinkers that are posers.
Yeah.
as it
Oh
were.
man,
was
that
dudes
having
going-
had like a lot of rain, I don't recognize this flavor, so I don't think it's rain. So I'm just
Okay.
gonna go with Rockstar on that one. Assume it's a
Rockstar.
flavor I haven't had.
Oh, okay.
All right.
It might be. Elyse is sounding very judgmental.
All
So
right.
number
Here's
4.
4.
Oh man. Oh, okay.
Like an old friend.
Yeah.
Good to see you again, pal.
How have you been?
Pal o' mine.
Okay. The last one I said was wrong.
Okay, so you want to switch any then?
Yeah.
Oh my.
This is Rockstar.
Okay.
Yeah. This is Rockstar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it all tastes like cheetah piss. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
But what kind of cheetah?
But what was that last
Yeah.
one? Was that a rain?
Okay.
I don't know.
So you first let's recap
Alright,
them for
okay.
you. Number 1, you said it was Monster.
Yeah, that's true.
Number 2, you said it was Bang.
I think.
Number 3, you thought it was Rockstar, but then
But I was
got 4.
tricked out by something, so I guess I'm going to say that was Rain, and then number 4 is Rockstar. So hopefully this one's Red Bull.
Oh, here's 5.
Oh, please be Red Bull. Ooh, that's not Red Bull. Whoa. Whoa, what is that?
Notes of chicory.
Whoa, that's something else.
And we're not playing a prank on him, right? These are all
They're all
energy drinks.
energy
We're not,
drinks.
not
Well,
that kind of
yeah.
channel.
Yeah.
What? What is this? I don't know what I'm drinking. This is the worst one by far.
Oh, okay.
That's good to know. I never had any.
You don't have
None
to
of
keep
these are
drinking
sponsors.
it.
Yeah, God no, they never will be.
Oh, come on now. Hey, wait, is number 4 still available?
Yeah, I can get
Can I,
it.
can I have number 4?
Number
Alright.
4, number
This
4 you
is-
thought was Rockstar.
I know.
He wants to wash the taste out of his mouth.
Dang it. Because the thing is, I don't like Rockstar very much.
But now you do.
But I don't like 5. So I'm wondering if that means that it's Rockstar. And that this is Red Bull.
Just the smell is making me sick.
Yeah.
This is awful. Whatever this is bad.
It smells like the Jersey Shore.
Okay.
But could it be like some flavor of Red Bull I've never had?
Maybe.
Potentially.
Oh, no.
All right. Shall
Do
we?
you
Oh man.
do you want to how do you want to lock these in?
I can give you other ones if you want to. I can hand new ones to you if you want to retaste anything.
I'm
or just
gonna
finish
say
them off.
I'm gonna change up again. I'm gonna say number 5 just because I really don't like it is Rockstar. I'm gonna say number 4 is a Red Bull,
Interesting.
and even though I really think that 4 tasted like 1 is definitely Monster. That's 100%.
Okay.
I hope I'm probably wrong.
I think
about
the
that.
energy drink is giving him confidence. Okay.
but
Okay.
2 I think is the Pina Colada Bang.
All right. Do you want to lock in?
Yeah. So
All your answers?
Monster Bang. I'm probably wrong.
All right,
like-
Jeremy.
It's like
You
a
wanna
really.
put that down and then you can reveal
Yeah.
them.
This is a version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire that aired on Spike TV.
Except no
when
one
it, when it,
wins.
when it first aired, though, when they're like, TV for men.
Spike TV in Syria.
All right, Jeremy, you can take off your blindfold. So
Oh God, it's bright.
that's the energy drink.
It's because you're using
Your
them.
pupils dilated while you were in there.
The
Oh,
first
wow.
first
Wow,
one.
look how clear those are.
Yeah.
That
What was
that
number
weird.
one?
First one you said was Monster, and you were correct.
Wow,
Okay,
nice
that was
job.
That
was
was
the one. Yeah,
Monster.
original Monster.
Your prize is a monster.
Man,
Yes.
I was rooting for you with these next two because you have them flipped, and I think I know why. Number 2 you thought was Bang.
Bang.
It was Rain.
Oh, what kind?
Melon Mania.
Ooh,
That was the thing.
melon
There's
one.
flavors though. I wonder
Yeah.
if we just did because you normally just drink base.
But Rain and and Bang they're like only flavors.
And then
It's not like a base.
okay.
Yeah, I see why. Because this was Rainbow Unicorn.
Rainbow Unicorn.
Number 3
That
was
was
Bang.
3.
That was this?
The one that you said was like the one for not. That's the one you said was for people that don't want to drink energy drinks or they don't want to admit.
You could really smell the BCAA aminos.
It doesn't smell that bad.
Okay.
I mean, it smells
That's
like-
what
it smells
I
like
thought was going
candy,
on with
like-
those. So I
Yeah.
flipped those.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you were right the first time. Number 4 was
It's
Rockstar.
just Rockstar. Okay, what is this? What has Red Bull done?
That was actually a cold glass of pussy.
Oh no, I thought it was.
What is that?
We lied to you, Jeremy.
No, that's fine. That's fine because I feel validated.
Pussy tastes the worst.
I feel validated, and I had the last one. I
I
went,
thought it was called Pussy Juice. Am I wrong?
oh
Well,
man.
it's pussy energy. Pussy
So,
for energy.
a fan sent us a can of this stuff, and he's like, "Here's some pussy juice," and we're like,
I mean,
"Ew."
I guess it is technically juice.
You know what? I think a fan
wanna
sent us some
taste.
of that too, and I tried it and was like, ugh. It's just not for me.
I mean, that's also like from 3 years ago of drunk gameplays where someone sent it by.
There's some taste in there that I was just
Yeah.
like, nah.
Yeah.
Not my thing. Yeah, and I had such a strong opinion that this was Rockstar, but then I had this, and I went, well, I don't really like Rockstar. So I,
That's rough.
yeah, I was like, so I
It's the
assume.
lime.
Sorry we tricked you. It was
That's
just,
fine.
It was
No,
worth
that validated me a little bit.
You got. I mean, you got pretty close. And
Close.
also, I was like, oh well, there's flavors. I feel
Yeah.
like flavors are gonna.
You had
affect it.
2 right, really, if you think about it. If we didn't trick you, you had these 2 right. And then these, I feel like the flavors are crazy. So
Like, if this was Red Bull, I would have gotten it.
That was the Rosetta Stone of energy drinks. He needed that one to solve the rest.
What? I was like, ooh, what am I gonna do? Yeah, these wow, rainbow. I haven't had this one before.
Let's just try it
The
again.
rainbow. No, there's some candy.
Can you do me a favor?
Smell that. There's some candy or something that's just
I mean, it
like
just
that.
seems like Skittles. You know how Skittles aren't like fruits?
Yeah.
Like, it's just the flavor of Skittles. If they just took a handful of whatever Skittles they got out of a bag and threw it into some other flavor of something and it just seeps, that's what it tastes
It's that artificial. Yeah, because I don't even know what they claim flavor this. Like what flavor is a rainbow unicorn?
Can you just entertain one of my fancies and
Yeah.
mix them all into one
Oh.
cup and take a sip and tell me what you think?
Of course.
And like, let me know if you see God.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
There we go.
my
Just a
God.
couple of that in there. I want a good monster base.
Do you see the smoke come out in the shape of a skull?
I'm amazed how many of them are clear, honestly.
Yeah, I was like surprised by that. It's like, what is the dominant
yeah, which
energy
is
drink?
one overpowered?
The rainbow unicorn.
Oh, do you need some water?
That unicorn. That unicorn. I'm seeing them now.
Well,
I
let's try
want
it
more
again.
of them. Might as well have more.
Again. The body's adapted to it. You know, heroin isn't good for you either,
Here we
but
go.
you got to keep doing it.
I'll be honest. It's a lot better than this
it.
or this alone.
Yeah, you cut it. with the-
We've invented the new energy drink. It just takes
You have.
5.
Yeah.
Or sorry, 4 and pussy.
Pussy was completely
Well,
overwhelmed.
Soon we're gonna sell the flaming pussy. That's gonna.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Well, thanks for being a good sport and doing that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for the energy drinks.
Oh yeah, do you
I'm
mean
gonna keep
Oh,
this
they are-
one
well,
down.
there's we
They're
have
your
some-
prize. Yes.
Recommended for persons 18 years or older.
I don't. Why do you have to be a legal adult?
That's me.
Yes.
Just recommended.
Only
Okay.
10 calories.
That wasn't
though.
out when I was 18 here, so.
Man.
And this says don't have 4 more, I think, a day.
This one's 0 calories.
Well, according to Hideo, you could drink as many of those as you want.
250. How is there such discrepancy? How many calories is in a Monster?
230.
230, 10, 0, 250, 100.
Also, a lot of sugar in this one.
Well, yeah.
There's
I think
also some rains that are 0 and some flavors have 10.
and this one's like, because it's all taurine or whatever, right? Like,
Taurine and
Testosterone,
guarana root extract
yeah.
and L-carnitine and all that good stuff.
crushed up migrant workers.
Yeah.
it's basically what happens in Mad Max Fury Road when the guy puts the stuff in his mouth and then spits it into the engine.
Yeah. Oh.
Only it's your heart.
Well, athletes, musicians, anarchists, co-eds, road warriors, metalheads, geeks, hipsters, and bikers dig it. You
That's
will
me.
too.
That's me.
I fit in that category somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'll let people guess which one.
Well, thanks so much for coming on the podcast, Jeremy.
Thanks for having me.
You were a delight.
Thanks for the
We
gameplays
covered a
and
lot.
stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like today.
So a
All of
couple
it.
final just housekeeping things before we finish, though.
okay.
Coming to the channel this weekend, Birds and Beats simulators. That video is going to be great.
That's a good one.
Bored as Hell
Bored as Hell comes back.
comes back.
Comes
Omega
back.
Virus.
Yeah, we're playing Omega Virus.
Oh, man.
It's fun. The game does more talking than we do. but
Yeah.
it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jeremy, you guys are still selling tickets for Achievement Hunter Live, right?
Yep, AH Live tickets are still on sale. RTXevent.com, so you can get them. So Seattle, LA, San Francisco. There's still some tickets available. I think Seattle's kind of close to selling out though.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
That's neat.
get those.
And RTX in general.
Yeah, yeah.
Still selling tickets for.
RTX 10.
And Adam and James, you guys have a new show coming out.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Oh,
weeks.
yes.
Man,
Yeah.
shot this thing back in January?
November.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's a new show. If you keep your eye on roosterteeth.com, you may have seen a preview for it in the What's Coming in 2020 kind of reel. But it's a show that I came up with a long time ago, and then Adam and I have been trying to make for a long time. We haven't had the bandwidth to do it, so we collaborated with Broadcast to make a show called No Idea. And the basic premise is what happens when you try and build furniture without the instructions, or maybe some sort of handicaps along the way. But that show is going to be coming out March 20th on YouTube and Rooster Teeth.
How many episodes?
There will be 6 episodes with ever increasing challenges and fun and games, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we saw a near finished version of the first episode,
Yeah.
and I'm biased because we're in it or whatever. But like, there's some like we were crying like watching some of the stuff. It's like I don't know. I'm
We
excited
can
for
show
everyone
it
to
to
see
you
it.
if you want. If you
Yeah,
want to.
I wanna
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
it. I definitely wanna
It's
watch
a
it.
weird little show, but I'm like, man, this is
Yeah.
good. I was a little worried because I saw the Try Guys video come out. We're like, we're gonna build for, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, ours is way different.
Well,
it's
that's
like,
that's also the fun thing
Yeah.
when you have a good idea and you're like, I will sit on this for 1.5 years.
yeah. But then also, yeah, we shot it in November, and it's just been an edit or been waiting to get edited.
for there to be time to do it.
But yeah, their video is very entertaining. Ours is very different. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're thinking like, well, I've already seen this, like, but you haven't seen us do it, and it's wild.
Yeah,
Oh, I think you're gonna like it.
yeah,
So.
cool.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I want to check it out.
Well, thanks, Jeremy. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you for watching at home. Thanks, Omar, in the booth. Thanks, Fareed, who's also in the booth.
Thank you, to that Marine, for holding the plank, taking the record back to America.
He's
Yeah.
sitting there right now going, "You're welcome."
And have a great week, you guys.
Bye.